Okay friends, this is Mrs. B and I'm going to show you how to do a few things to complete your project. So the first thing that I want you to notice is that your project is found inside the classwork tab. So if you go up at the top and you open classwork, it should give you three things. The first thing is a design tool to help you get started. The second one is the rubric, and the last one is where you actually complete your project. So first, you're going to open your project, just like that, and it should take you to a blank project. And so it'll say, Proyecto de mi familia, and it'll have your name at the top. So you want to leave that open. Next, you're going to want to look at the rubric. And the rubric just explains everything. Let me move my camera out of the way so you can see. It explains everything that should be in your family tree. So the first thing that you need to have in your family tree is you need at least 8 family members. So if you notice, that says 8 family members total in your family tree. So at least 8. It would be nice if you could do 3 generations. Your family tree does not have to have your real family. It could be another family, or it could be a cartoon family, movie stars, whatever you want to do. Be creative, okay? Each picture has to be labeled correctly in Spanish with descriptive adjectives. Now, we went over these descriptive adjectives, and you're going to see in my example what I'm talking about. And then you have to explain the relationship between the characters in the family tree, and then you have to tell one sentence giving me a person's age. If you don't know how to say a person's age, I've given you some some vocabulary down here at the bottom. So if you notice right here, look what that says. Tengo blank años. So that is just how old you are. But then if you're explaining that she is a certain age, you're going to say ella blank años. Or if it's a him, you're going to say él with an accent, remember? And so this is the vocabulary that you need. Remember, you're not cutting and pasting off of the internet. You are not using Google Translate. You're only going to use photos from the internet. Now, let me show you the example so you can see what I'm talking about. If you go to Google and then you open the Google Classroom app, you're going to see something that says example project. So you're going to open that up. And so here's my example project, right? I have the Simpsons. This entire Simpson family has been labeled. Do you see that? So it's abuelo, also known as abuelito, and abuela. Abuelo número dos, your second grandpa, and abuelita. So this is a full family tree, and this is my pretend family tree because I'm pretending that I'm Lisa Simpson, right? And so this is what your family tree is going to look like if you are Lisa Simpson, right? All the tree is labeled. The next tree is what I made using CANVA. So if you notice, I have the names of all of my family members and what their relationship is, like who has whose heart, like who's married to who, right? So then I start explaining, yo soy Lisa, right? I am Lisa. And then I say how old I am. Soy Lisa, tengo 15 años. Mi familia es grande. My relationship to that family tree is that they're my family, right? Look at the next one. Yo soy hermana mayor de Maggie. I'm Maggie's older sister. Maggie es pequeña y bonita. She's little and cute. Maggie tiene 2 años. I want you to demonstrate to me that you know how to use the vocabulary we've been learning in class, right? So if you have been paying attention and taking good notes and doing the activities in class, this should not be that hard. Okay, so if you notice, I put the relationship. Maggie y Bartolo son mis hermanos. They are my siblings, right? And then look at this one. Herbert Powell es mi tío. Mi tío tiene 45 años. So I want you to tell me the relationship between the people in this family tree. In order to do that, you're going to have to use resources, right? So how do you make these family trees? I put a resource in the Google Classroom. So if you go to the assignment under classwork, you can click on this thing called CANVA. And you should make an education account. So you should go up here to the top. And you should have students, and you'll create a student account because that gives you resources. Then you're going to create a design, right? That's horizontal, which is 16 by 9. So you're going to get a custom size. And you're going to do 16 by 9 inches. And so that does this for you. So it opens it up, right? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look for templates or things that you can use. So you might want to look for a family tree that you can use. So maybe this template goes in there, right? You're going to stretch it out and you're going to build a family tree. So let's pretend that Dora the Explorer, that's who you are, Dora la Exploradora. So let me move myself out of the way and let me show you. So you're going to go to the internet, Google, and I'm going to Google Dora the Explorer, right? Dora la Exploradora. So I'm going to look for images of Dora and I'm going to find what I like. And so I'm going to click on this one, maybe this one, right? So I'm going to copy that image. So I'm going to click on it with 2 fingers on your Chromebook, copy the image, and then I'm going to hit my project over here. I'm going to give it a name called Family Tree. And then I'm going to Control V, and now I have Dora. I'm going to make it smaller. So you can crop this, right? And it'll let you make it smaller. I'm going to make that smaller. I'm going to get rid of her belly shirt because the rubric said from the neck up, right? They should be small. And now I'm going to shrink that down. And so now I can put that over that circle right there. And now I can add a label, right? So I'm going to move this. And I can add, click on the image, and then I'm going to click text. And I'm going to add a little bit of text. And so I'm going to label myself in this family tree. And I'm going to say, yo. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to label myself. Yo. Right? But who else is in Dora the Explorer's family? So maybe Diego. Maybe Diego's my brother, right? So I'm going to look at Diego, and I want to put him as my brother. So I'm going to find an image I like of Diego. Maybe this one. And I'm going to copy that image. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to do the same thing. Control V. And now I can crop Diego and just have his face and make it small, and I could stick it over this one. So that's mi hermano. So that's my brother, right? Mi hermano. So I'm going to label him. So I'm going to go over here. Y hermano, because he's my brother. I need to make sure I add an O. So spell that correctly, amigos. Hermano. So he's my brother, and I'm going to label him right over here. So now I have myself, and I have my brother. And I'm going to keep creating my family tree, right? So, Dora the Explorer's mom, su mamá, right? So this is la mamá de Dora. So I'm going to grab her, and I'm going to find a mama that I like. So I'm going to copy that image. And I'm going to go back to my family tree. And I'm going to put her in there. I'm going to crop Dora out. And I'm going to put her over here. And I'm going to put a label on her. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab text again. And I'm going to put Madre. If you want to make the text smaller, you just highlight it like this, and you go to the top and make it smaller. So now it's Madre. So I have Madre, I have yo, I have hermano, and now I need a dad, right? So I'm going to add a dad. And so Dora the Explorer's dad, o papá, right? ¿Dónde está el papá de Dora? So we're going to find el papá. And I'm going to grab el papá, copy the image, and drop it in the family tree. And then I'm going to label it, el papá, see? So I'm going to cut this. All right, I'm going to make that smaller. And now I have el papá, right? El papá, la madre. I'm going to call him padre, right? I add a little bit of text. Padre. So mi madre, mi padre, right? Yo, because I'm talking about myself, and I can finish doing this. So let's say abuela so we're going to say abuela. So we're going to find abuela de Dora, right? So Dora. So Dora has a grandma, right? So we're going to find Dora's grandma. So we're going to find abuela, and we're going to copy abuela. And then I'm going to put her in my family tree. La abuela de Dora. And move her up here, abuela. And now I'm going to add some text, and I'm going to label abuela. Okay. So I'll move that up. You can shrink this like this. Move it around, and it's abuela, okay? So this is how I'm labeling all my people. Abuela, padre, madre. I need the other side of my family. Mis tíos y mis tías. Mis primos. Necesito hermano o hermana, right? So maybe Dora has sister. We don't know if she does, but we'll find out. Oh, hermanita. Es un bebé. So, Isabela es el bebé, ¿sí? Entonces es un bebé. Copy the image. So Dora tiene hermanita, a baby sister. Hermanita. Aquí. Y ahora está hermana o hermanita, right? Make your text smaller up there at the top if you want to. Replace all this text with your words. Hermana or hermanita, which just means little sister, right? Hermana o hermanita. I'm going to put that there. If it doesn't fit, I can adjust the line spacing, make it smaller. Y mi hermano, yo y mi hermanita, mi hermana pequeña. Okay. Once I have the family tree I want, I'm going to go over here to share, and I'm going to download, and it says PNG suggested. You're going to hit download, and it'll go down into your downloads folder. Once it goes into your downloads folder, you can go back into El Proyecto de Familia, and you can just add a slide, make the layout blank, and then you're going to insert an image from your computer. It'll open up, and you can insert that image that you created on Canva, and your family tree is now complete, and it's inside your presentation. Okay, amigos, please let me know if you have any questions. This is how you create your presentation, your family tree inside of Canva, and you put it in your presentation. Once you do that, guess what? Now you do slides for the rest of your family members, and you can add big ones. So I could go Dora, right? I could copy this one. I'm going to copy that image, and I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to paste it, and it's my baby sister, and now I can write stuff about my baby sister, okay? So you need 8 family members in this presentation. You need to create a full family tree, and this is worth a mastery grade. I want to see how well you understand the vocabulary and how you take it and put it together, because we're going to be using this to talk about our families with other people. All right, friends, please let me know if you have any questions.